Welcome to Conversations with Edigga, where insightful dialogues unfold. Join host Edigga as he dives into captivating discussions with music artists, entrepreneurs, and visionaries from around the world. Get ready to explore diverse perspectives, gain valuable insights, and be inspired. This is Conversations with Edigga.
Come on. Yeah. All right, y'all.
What is good? What is good? What is good, good people? And as always, I'm never ready. I'm never ready. Yes. Let's get it. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. This is another great episode of Conversations with Edigga. I am your host, the man that you all know and love, Edigga. And I just wanted to hop on here real quick and talk about what a great weekend. What a great weekend I had. Yes. So I work a lot. For those who know me, I work a lot. And to have a day or two off is an absolute treat. Time to spend with your family, time to spend with your loved ones, or just enjoying your time off. You see what I'm saying? It is nothing like waking up and okay. I know because I'm gonna start rambling. I know that. You know how your body feel when you don't have to work? It's a different feeling, ain't it? When your body knows that you do not have to go to work. I don't know about y'all, but it is a absolute relaxing feeling when you know that you do not have to go to work the next day and that day, but you going to work the next day though. You definitely going to work the next day, like today. And another thing is, have y'all noticed that the days are going by super fast? Like, it was just Friday not too long ago. I don't know if anybody else picked that up. The days are going by absolutely too goddamn fast. I don't know about y'all because I dread Sunday. Like when Sunday for me, right now it's like 10:27. I took a nap because me and my wife, we was able to my very first Orioles game. Right. Yeah. We came back from the game. I passed out. It was hot. It was hot as hell. I passed out. And then I took a nap. When I got back in the house, I laid down. We laid down, we talked for a little bit. I was out. I was knocked out. But the days are going by so fast. We got back in the house around about 5 something, and I laid down, and it was a wrap. My bro. Oh, what is good with you, D the Boss, everybody? Yes. I wish I had the birthday song right about now. I will play the birthday song for D the Boss. Yes, my man. He was a co-host of the Charm City Direct Radio Show. I miss you, bro. I miss you, bro. Happy birthday to you. Everybody that's watching, my man D the Boss. It's his birthday today. He got a couple more hours to his birthday. Shout out to you, man. I miss you. I miss you. I love you, man. Wish we could do something, man, for real. But how my work schedule is set up. So, like I said, today was it was great. It was awesome. Had a chance to go to my very first Orioles game. Yes, that's me and my beautiful wife, Linnea. And we had very, very great seats. This is the view from where we were sitting. So we was on the left-hand side, left field. And that's the view from where we were sitting. And when I tell you these seats was just incredible. Shout out to Linnea's cousin Ashley for uh I think it was a John Hopkins thing. And she asked us if we wanted to go, and Linnea asked me, and I said, "Well, yeah, if it's on a Sunday, I could go." Yes, I was like, "If it's on a Sunday, I'm up in there because I ain't gotta work." And we enjoy. I enjoyed myself. I know my wife did as well, but it was hot as hell out there. It was like 80 something degrees out there, but it was cool because the sun had went away. Bad part about it, we did lose. We lost, yeah. Right. We lost. Hmm. So yeah, we lost. I'm sorry. And this is like the third game that they lost to the Oakland Angels. I want to say the Oakland Angels. They lost all three games, and I'm like, what in the blue hell? But we got some. We had some home runs. We popped out some home runs on them. We was in the lead in probably like the fourth inning. I do not follow baseball at all because now here's the thing: if you never been to a baseball game, but of course you watched it on TV, you don't get the same reaction. Just like with football. Like I love football. I know a little bit about football, but you don't get the same reaction. So don't go to the stadium to see a football or baseball game. Right, right. And we play the Yankees next week. Next week. We play the Yankees next week. Um, so if you thinking that you're going to go to the baseball game or football game and get the same reaction that you see on TV, you're going to be sadly mistaken. Yes, you're going to be sadly mistaken because there is no commentary. You have to follow the game. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, I do not follow baseball, but I know enough. You see what I'm saying? I am not an expert. Please don't ask me stats. And I know a guy, shout out to my man Brian Snow, who is a baseball expert. He is a baseball expert. He will tell you any and everything about baseball. Do not ask me anything about baseball. Like I said, I watch football. I love the Ravens, the Baltimore Ravens. Yes. Shout out to them Ravens. I can't wait for August. But don't ask me any stats. Don't ask me about who won the Heisman Trophy in 1989. I don't know. I am the wrong person to ask. And it's crazy because in the conversations where I have when in the work conversations, it's all men at my job. It's like a handful of women. And of course, the talk is football. Football to basketball because basketball now is going on the playoffs in basketball, NBA, and now it's baseball. You know, it's baseball season, basketball season. So the talk is now more basketball than baseball. You see what I'm saying? And when they talk about baseball or when they talk about basketball, when they talk about football, I leave the room. I absolutely leave the room. I love the sport, but don't ask me who did what, when, and why. I I am not that person. I am not that person to ask. So yeah, so we had we had a beautiful day today. We had an awesome day today. Um yes, happy birthday, my man Sean Dawn, the Evening Rush Network, the sister station of Charm City Direct TV and WLEO 26.7 online radio. Shout out to you, sir. Yeah, let's go Yankees. Oh God. Oh God. But we had a great, great, great weekend. It is a great feeling to be off work. That's all I need to say about that. It's a great feeling to be amongst friends, family, your loved ones. Like I said, I love hanging with my wife. Um, we get out as much as we can to enjoy ourselves during the time off. Um, so here's D the boss with these you thoughts about the Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry combo for the Ravens. Hey man, okay. Here's the sports trivia question from D. I knew he was going to say something about it. All right, so here's my thoughts on it. Derrick Henry is an awesome athlete. I really think that he is. I'm not going to say washed up, but people are expecting to see the Derrick Henry from the Titans. I don't think it's going to be the same effect here in Baltimore. That's just my opinion. Everybody, see, here's the thing. Everybody is putting so much hype on Derrick Henry, but as I recall, Derrick Henry was what's the word I'm looking? Injury prone. Derrick Henry has been injury prone. I could be wrong, but I am not about the hype. You see what I'm saying? I am not about the hype. If it works, it works. If they like it, I love it. You see what I'm saying? Now Lamar Jackson, on the other hand, that's my man, 50 grand all day. But all I need to say to you, sir, is we better start winning some playoffs and we need to start winning a Super Bowl. We need another Super Bowl. Yes. I just want to make sure that my audio is good. I'm gonna play that one more time. Okay, there we go. All right, we need to win another Super Bowl for real. 'Cause we looking kind of bad with just two Super Bowls under our belt, and every time when I see these other teams, it's like 6, 7. You see what I'm saying? I love Derrick Henry, even in the Titans. I mean, the dude is a beast. But I think the hype here, you know how Baltimore hype shit up. You know, Baltimore, oh my God, we got Derrick Henry. Oh, yes. Yes. You know. And then when he get here, play about 2, 3 games, and then he hurt. Or we expecting to see the Derrick Henry. Now, I ain't going front. He's a big dude, and I think the reason why they got Derrick Henry is because of the Gus Edwards situation. Gus was my man. Gus the bus. Good God. Like, you ain't stopping Gus. You ain't stopping Gus. So I think that's why they got Derrick Henry for that effect. You see what I'm saying? You ain't stopping Derrick Henry. But like I said, the hype, we hype everything up. You see what I'm saying? I was excited when they said Derrick Henry was coming here because last time Derrick Henry said, fuck Baltimore. I ain't coming to Baltimore. But then he thought about it. He said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Y'all was looking kind of good last year. Let me come on over to Baltimore and help y'all out. You see what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at. I could be wrong, but Derrick Henry was injury prone during the Titans. And then when he get here, might be the same thing. Are they going to start Derrick Henry? People see a lot of people. Teams are going to be looking for that. Oh, yo, they got Derrick Henry, yo. They got Derrick Henry. The same way how they did Lamar. Remember when Lamar was just running all over the place on people? He was in and out. They figured him out. They figured Lamar out. And I said it. They gonna figure Lamar. I love the Ravens. I love the Ravens every day, all day. Justice Hill, yes. Keaton Mitchell. Keaton Mitchell. I forgot about Keaton. Little Keaton need to come back. Has anybody talked to Keaton Mitchell? Yeah, that whole setup right there. Justice Hill, Keaton Mitchell, and Derrick Henry. Yes. And I can't forget my man. Can't forget my man, Zay Flowers. I'm gonna sprinkle him in there. But Keaton Mitchell, Zay Flowers, Derrick Henry, Justice Hill, yeah. Oh, they the weapons all day. And then with the rookies that they picked up during the draft, I'm not sure who they are. I've been reading a little bit about them. Like I said, I'm not that person. I'm not that person to be like, ooh, TJ Tampa. Who's that? You see what I'm saying? I need to be. I ain't that person. But we're going to fast forward to some topics right quick. I'm going to talk about some things right quick. But before I go to the next topic, I want to bring to your attention, we are looking for shows. WLEO 26.7 online radio is looking for you. Yes, you. If you are a volunteer presenter, and I do say volunteer because I'll just keep that to myself. We are looking for presenters and mic active DJs. So if you're a DJ and you like to talk during your set, that's what mic active stand for, because a lot of DJs, hold up, let me just say this. All right. A lot of DJs don't talk. They just play music. That's all fine and good. That's your job. But I need you to say something in between. Now, don't talk all the way through the set. Every now and then, yeah, this is DJ Edigga. I ain't no DJ. I ain't, I ain't even gonna put that out in the atmosphere. But I every now and then throw a little talk in there, mic active, and just don't play music. I mean, I love music. I love how DJs wicked, but every now and then throw out a little, what's up, everybody? Yeah, y'all out there listening, you know how y'all do. So that's what mic active mean. So if you are a mic active DJ, if you're a volunteer presenter, if you have your show, if you want to have a show and you're not sure of how to formulate that show, holla at your boy. Yes, must have your own equipment, must be live, no pre-recorded shows. You must be live. No pre-recorded shows. I cannot put pre-recorded shows on the station as of yet. It is coming. You must be stable with reliable. You must have stable and reliable internet connectivity. You cannot do this thing wireless. You must have stable and reliable internet connectivity. You can't be borrowing your homeboy's internet and your own boy take the internet access away and leave for the weekend. You got to have your own. You got to have your own setup. And you must be willing to advertise yourself and the station. Yes. You just can't get on there and say, hey, this is DJ whatnot, and not tell the people where you at. It is really not going to work like that. Really not going to work like that. So if you got your own equipment, you down for being live, you have your stable and your reliable internet connectivity, and you're willing to advertise yourself in the station, holla at your boy at WLEO267radio@gmail.com. If you don't have any of these things, please do yourself and myself a favor and do not hit me up. Don't embarrass yourself by hitting me up and saying, I'm a DJ and you recorded music from the radio. I just found $20. I just found $20. Thank you, Jesus. So, and also I want to give a special shout out to my man Snowman in the morning, my man Brian Snow. His show will be starting soon on WLEO 26.7 online radio. My man Brian Snow, he gives you all of the facts. All of the facts. A little bit of comedy, a little bit of trivia. You name it is in this show. Snow show. It rhymes. Okay. Snowman in the morning with your host Brian Snow. Make sure my birthday money. Yes, yeah. No, it was under my keyboard. You can't. No, you ain't trying that though, D the boss. You almost got me, yo. Man, check out my man Brian Snow in the morning with his show, So Man in the Morning. It's coming soon to WLEO 26.7 online radio. Make sure you check him out. Hey, we're gonna take a quick break. Coming back, more with conversations with Edigga. Don't go nowhere. Much more to come. Yes. Thank you. Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, you're watching Conversations with Edigga. I am your host, the man that you all know and love, Edigga. And we're going to be talking about the mayoral race, the mayor's race. I said the whole correct terminology. Mayoral. Here in Baltimore, current mayor Brandon Scott, he's looking to run a second term along with Shelia Dixson through I'm gonna butcher his name. And his dad is funny. His dad taught me math in high school. That's funny. Yes. Through Vignargah and billionaire, businessman. I'm gonna say businessman. I don't know how much money this man got, but businessman Ben Wallace is running for mayor, and Shelia Dixon has thrown herself back into the race for mayor, and I was able to get this footage from YouTube, courtesy of Channel 11. I want to say Channel 11 News. Because the mayor's race just had a debate. They all debated, the four of them, through Vignargah, Shelia Dixon, Brandon Scott, and Ben Wallace. So we're going to take you to that footage right now. Stay tuned. We are coming right back. Don't go nowhere.
This Democratic mayoral primary debate included a few fireworks, largely lobbed at the incumbent by one or more of his three challengers.
Thank you for joining us.
The four top polling candidates in the Democratic primary contest for mayor of Baltimore met on a stage at Morgan State University this afternoon and squared off on the issues in a debate ahead of the primary election. Former prosecutor Thirgh Vignargah, former mayor Shelia Dixon, current mayor Brandon Scott, and businessman Bob Wallace weighed in on topics including public safety, education, and inner harbor development.
How we build an economy that benefits the neighborhoods and the people in those neighborhoods, and not just the people who work in the shiny buildings around near the harbor.
The candidates talked about their upbringing and values, their vision for the future, and qualifications to run the C-suite at Baltimore City Hall.
That's the tradition in which I was raised. It was a tradition of grit and hard work, of faith and public service, and I've tried my best to live up to that legacy.
We have all the key ingredients to be successful, but we're disconnected because we don't communicate across the city.
The debate often morphed into a 3 against 1, the challengers decrying a lack of leadership in the city, the incumbent ticking off his achievements, some historic since taking office.
Now is not the time for Baltimore to go back to the failed policies of the past, but to double down on what's working to make Baltimore move forward.
How you feeling now that it's over?
Great. Look, in so many ways, this is when the election begins.
Do you feel good? Do you feel like
I feel I got most of my points across. It's more challenging in a minute, but I feel that I did, and hopefully people will go and do follow-up.
I think the city is looking for some discussion around the issues and the problems of this city, so I thought it's very good.
We asked all 4 candidates to check in after the debate, giving them a chance to add context or content to what was said on stage. Mayor Brandon Scott is the only one who did not stop. At Morgan State University tonight, I'm Kate Amara, WBAL TV 11 News.
Kate, thank you again. 11 News anchor Jason Newton moderating the critical conversations and key issues that matter to you. This debate will air in about an hour. It's at 7 o'clock. New right now on the W.
So did y'all? Okay, so D the Boss writes, Brandon Scott needs to go and play in traffic with a blindfold on. Right. I said the same thing. I don't know. Yo, so Shelia Dixon. So many of you know, many of you don't know. Shelia Dixon was mayor of Baltimore. I'm not sure when she was mayor. Let me see if I can pull that up right quick. Give me 1 second. You know how I am. And I can honestly say that when Shelia Dixon was in office, she really had control of the city. She had the pulse of the city. She had the pulse of the city. And what I mean by that is people actually listened to Shelia Dixon. Whatever, and I'm being real serious right now. Shelia Dixon had the pulse of the city. They listened to Shelia Dixon. Anything that needed to happen. And Shelia Dixon was very personable. She was very personable. She was a people's person. There was easily access to Shelia Dixon. Shelia Dixon was how they're seeing outside. You see what I'm saying? And amidst the allegations and the whole gift card scandal, if a lot of people looked beyond that and looked at what she did for the city of Baltimore, she had the respect of the city, and she respected Baltimore, and Baltimore respected Shelia Dixon. Now, a lot of people are what I called turncoats. And what I mean by turncoats, a lot of people, it's like Um, wait a minute, hold on, because I'm getting some weird stuff going on. So a lot of people are turncoats. Just as soon as that allegation came out with the gift cards, a lot of people turned their back away from Sheila Dixon. See what I'm saying? After all she did for Baltimore, and I was going to find uh how when Sheila Dixon was mayor. Give me 1 second. Um, this is why I need a producer. uh, when Sheila Dixon was mayor. Um, I'm trying to see when she was mayor of Baltimore. Uh, gosh. Was Sheila Dixon term? Give me 1 second. Sometimes I hate the internet because they take you all throughout the back door uh and so forth and so on. Um so she was the 48th mayor of Baltimore, Maryland, after Mayor Martin O'Malley was sworn in as governor on January 17th, 2007. Dixon, then president of city council, served out her remaining year of her term and won the mayoral election in November 2017. In office, she was in office from January 17th, 2007 to February 4th, 2010. God damn, that's a long ass time. Like 7, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 4 years. He did 4 years. Um, uh, president of the city council. Yeah, we all know that. And then Stephanie Rawlins Blake was president of city council, and then once Sheila Dixon left, that's when Stephanie Rawlins Blake um became mayor. And if I'm saying that right, but you're right, D. You're right, D. The respective adults, parents, and youth of Baltimore. I remember meeting. I never met Sheila Dixon. I never met her. I've seen her on TV. I tried to get an interview with her. Time it was off, and I think I tried to do this. I think it was like last year, and when my godmother passed away, Charlotte Perry, uh, God rest her soul, she was at the funeral because of the relationship that she had with my godmother. My godmother was president of the um, Evergreen Community Tenant Association, and my godmother didn't play, you know. And at the funeral, I was sitting there, and in walks Sheila Dixon. Now, when I talked about Sheila Dixon being personable, that's exactly what I'm talking about. People knew Sheila Dixon. People knew her as a person in the city, you know. Now, I can't now I did vote for Brandon because I strongly believed that Brandon was going to take Baltimore to the next level, to the future, by his age. You see what I'm saying? By his age, youth. We needed more youth in City Hall. I have my reservations about Brandon, you know. But if I was to go out to vote now, right here in Baltimore now, my vote will go to Shelia. You know, you're right. And I was just about to say that. D. She always fought to keep recreation and park programs, which kept kids out of the streets and out of trouble. Exactly. I have I have never seen so many recreation centers. The POW program. The people that live in Baltimore, y'all remember the POW program? She fought to keep these programs active for kids. So that's why you see a lot of these squeegee kids out here. That's why you see all of this, nonsense with these kids, because I'm gonna say it, there's no other activities for the youth. When I was growing up, this is just me. When I was growing up, they had programs, they had rec centers where you can go in free of charge. You didn't have to pay. You go in, you play basketball, you play baseball, karate, you name it, it was there. And the beauty about that was it was even on the weekends that you can just walk into the rec center. The doors was always open. You see what I'm saying? John Eager Howard Rec. It was a couple. It was a lot. Now the rec centers are closed. You see what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Daisy? What's going on with you? How you doing? So it's a lot that was prevalent back then during her administration that you don't see now. You know, the city was thriving. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying this to say that once she comes in office, she has a lot to clean up. I'm not going to say that, if she is fortunate to summer camp programs, yes, summer camps and summer school programs, yes. If she is fortunate to win, she has a lot to clean up, starting with the crime. And you notice that when she was in office, I'm being real serious right now. Amidst that, everybody's perception on Brandon, I like Brandon, but Vignargah taught us. Yes, I just said that. I said Mr. Vignargah taught us math at Douglas. Yes. And when they showed, I don't know, Daisy, if you was watching, through Vignargah, throughout this whole thing, and because he tried to run, she tried to run, he tried to run for mayor one time before, and he lost. And I said, I know him. Like the Vignargah name is so, it's not one of those names that, it's very recognizable. You see what I'm saying? And I said, a man named Vignargah taught me math in high school. I want to know if that's his son. And lo and behold, he showed a picture. He showed a picture of his father and his mother. And there it was, Mr. Vignargah. And I said, man, that's incredible. But like I said, my point was when Sheila Dixon was in office, it was a lot less crime. It was a lot less crime. It was a lot less going on. You see what I'm saying? And because she had the respect of Baltimore. I don't know what she did. I don't know how she did it, but she had the respect of Baltimore. And people that lived in Baltimore during those times, y'all can really relate. Like when she was out there and she, hey, you don't need to be doing that. Hey, come on, let's go. She was out there. She was, if you was to look in the dictionary right now and look at this terminology, that we outside. That was Shelia Dixson. Shelia Dixon. Shelia Dixon was outside. You see what I'm saying? She fought hard for the city. Yes, Daisy. She fought hard for Baltimore. And what I do not like, everybody make a mistake. I ain't gonna front. Everybody makes mistakes. You see what I'm saying? And that's as soon as that came about them gift cards and how hard she fought for Baltimore, all that she did for Baltimore, everybody quickly turned their back on Shelia Dixon. Everybody turned their back. You see what I'm saying? You gotta you gotta do your research. You gotta do your research. You gotta go back. You gotta see what this woman has done and what she is capable of doing now. After all that time off, she had time to rest. She ready to get back to work because she's seeing something that's missing right here in Baltimore. Now, all you Brandon, followers, like I said, I'm not knocking Brandon by a long shot, but it, all I'm saying is we just need some change. You see what I'm saying? I need some change. We heard your views, and like I said, I'm not pointing the finger because it don't, it's not about him, but I need some change. I need some results. You see what I'm saying? We could see you, you know, uh on Instagram and on social media, and you and on news, and you there, but what's going to happen? And when he was talking about the city's crime rate at a percentage, he was like, it was down 20%, it was up at 30%, now it's down 20%. I don't know. I don't know. I'm all about, I have family, and the one thing that I stress about is the safety and sanctity of my family in my home. And when I walk out that door, I want to make sure that I'm safe. You see what I'm saying? So D writes, she used the gift cards to purchase Christmas gifts for homeless and less fortunate people. Nobody bring that up. Yes, I agree. Now I don't know exactly the whole gift card scandal situation, but you're right, D. You're right. Like how many other people, how many of these politicians, I'm about to hit a sore spot in a minute. And a lot of people about to leave. How many other politicians out here doing something for the homeless? Can y'all hear the sound effects? I just wanted to know when I'm doing the sound effects. Let me know if you can hear the sound effects coming through. Let me know, D, if you heard the sound effects when I hit them. Daisy, if you still here, let me know. How many other, yes, I can hear that. Okay, cool. Thank you. I just wanted to know. Like, is this mic going? I and one of the things that is kind of heavy and significant on my heart is the fact that the homeless, there's people still homeless in Baltimore. And like I said, D, I'm not even going to begin to, like, it happened. It happened. She had some gift cards. There was this discrepancy about the gift cards. She leaves office. You see what I'm saying? But what happened with the gift cards? Why did she have the gift cards? What did she do with the gift cards? You see what I'm saying? But how many of these other politicians are going gun ho over the homeless crisis here in Baltimore? Now, we had one person that was an advocate. Yeah, I'm gonna hit a sore spot. About to hit a sore spot. There's one person that I know right now that was an advocate for the homeless, and she was cashing in on the homeless. She was getting them checks, and it was a she. It was a she. She was getting them checks for the homeless, but that's another podcast right there. We're gonna take this quick break. Coming back more with conversations with Edigga. Before I go, I just want to propose a question. You ever been out and about? You ever been out and about and you suddenly have to go to the bathroom? All of a sudden, it's bad. It is horrible. Have you ever gone through that? Let's talk about that coming up next on Conversations with Edigga. Don't go nowhere. Much more to come. Never ready. Welcome back to the show. If you're just joining in, we were just talking about this is Conversations with Edigga. I am your host, the man that you all know and love, Edigga. We was just talking about the mayoral race right here in Baltimore, the mayor's race with Shelia Dixson, Brandon Scott, the current mayor, through Vignargah and Ben Wallace. Who you got? Who you voting for? If you live here in Baltimore, the elections are coming up fast. The primary. I want to say the primary. Four candidates. You can only have two. Who you got? Brandon, Shelia, Ben, or through? And if I could vote right now, my vote will go for Shelia Dixson. Like I said, I voted for Brandon. Brandon, I need some change. I need some change, Brandon. I'm sorry. They gift cards were just sitting in City Hall collecting dust. And D the Boss, my man, shout out to D the Boss. Today is his birthday. Shout out to you, sir. I wish I had the birthday. I'm a download the birthday song. Trust me, I'm gonna do it. D the Boss said if he could vote today, he will vote for Shelia Dixson. Yes. 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 I just need some change. I'm tired of feeling afraid. I'm tired of feeling fear. I'm tired of seeing videos of these stupid kids. I'm gonna say I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say stupid. I'm tired of seeing these kids in shopping malls turning over the shopping malls. I'm tired of seeing these squeegee kids on these corners. I'm tired of seeing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old kids walking around this city like they have nowhere to go. I am tired of seeing that. I am tired of seeing the homeless. I am tired of seeing these dilapidated buildings just sitting here. Nobody is doing nothing. Somebody said, I think it was Brandon. Brandon said, we selling houses, dilapidated houses for $1. How many times have I heard that? For $1? What in the blue hell are you gonna do with a dilapidated? That these houses has been dilapidated since God knows how. Once you go in there and start working on it, it's gonna. Why should I buy this house for $1? And people, please understand, you buying a house for $1, you going into a dilapidated roof. The roof is gone. What are you gonna do with this house? Do us a favor. It ain't one house. It ain't two houses. It's the whole fucking block. What are you going to do with one house? That's what I do not understand. You're buying a house for $1, blow the whole fucking block up and reconstruct it. I'm crazy? Blow the whole everybody move, get away. Bring in the wrecking ball. Let's start fresh. You go up and down North Avenue. You go up and down all of these major streets. What do you see? And you want to sell dilapidated houses? What are you going to do in a dilapidated house? My vote is for Shelia. I'm sorry. Call me what you want. Oh, you a turncoat. Oh, you no. I need change. So, of course, the conversation every time when I say this, a lot of people, well, why don't you go to the meetings? Well, I work a lot. I can't afford to go. Are you going to pay my bills to go to these meetings to ask these politicians questions? No. Show me one person, please. Show me one person who's going to come into my house and pay these bills while I go and hobnob with the politicians. Anybody? I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm sorry. I'm just keeping it a bean. I'm a boy Ron said. I'm just keeping it a bean. You see what I'm saying? Do your job. If you have been doing your job some of the situations that's been going on in Baltimore would not be happening in Baltimore. I'm just keeping it a bean. So I'm going with the sure win. Now, it's a gamble. It's always a gamble. She may get in the office. Same shit might happen. But we will never know. Just like I said with Brandon. I need some youth. That ain't work. Now I'm going back to experience. I'm going to experience now. I have to go back to experience. Shelia showed me how to run Baltimore. Shelia showed me respect in Baltimore. That's what respect looked like during her term. I'm sorry, Brandon. I'm sorry. Whole street coming from Wilkins all the way through Franklin Street. Yes! I saw firsthand respect for a lady who was out there, not just for press conferences, not just for ribbon cuttings. She was out there talking to people, meeting with people, not putting makeup on and seeing her on camera with makeup. She was out there. Sometimes Shelia ain't have on makeup. She was looking rough. She was in the streets of Baltimore. I need to go back to experience. I need to go back to experience now. Youth didn't work. So I need to go back to experience because I need some change. So before I go, I just wanted to bring this up. You ever been out and about and you suddenly gotta go to the bathroom? You suddenly you gotta go bad. Yes. Right. And the worst thing is she was a citizen of the city first, mayor second. Yes. You was out and about having a great time, and then all of a sudden your stomach get hot. Your stomach ever got hot? And you know what that means when your stomach get hot, people. You got a boo-boo. And then, for those who don't know, I don't drive. I catch an Uber. And every time when that happens, I don't know if it's age. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm 50. I ain't ashamed to say it. I think that's if that's the looking for right bubble guts, hot bubble guts. Hot. Your stomach is hot. My stomach was hot. And I jumped in the Uber and he was the slowest driving Uber that I've ever met. And that's always the case. You get into an Uber and he drive slow. And you got to go to the bathroom. And I'm trying to concentrate, people. You're trying to concentrate and puck up your butt at the same time. I need you to go at this speed. That speed. You driving 25 and 30. Fuck 50. But then you get the person in front of you and they want to drive slow too. Then you're going to go through every light in the city. And every time when you come to a light, it's a red light. And you got a boo-boo. Not good. I don't know if that's an old thing. I'm getting old and, your bowels just don't work like they used to work when you was little. You see what I'm saying? If that's an old thing, people, please let me know. Let me know if that's a thing I need to look forward to getting old or getting older, please let me know, because that's not cool. Like, my stomach was hot. That's not not cool. Not cool at all. Hey everybody, this has been Conversations with Edigga. I have been your host, the man that you all know and love, Edigga. Make sure you check me out periodically on Sundays right here on Facebook. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on just about everywhere, Twitter or X, as they call it now. And make sure I've been there. Yes, I've been there. I told him that I got to go to the bathroom really bad. And if he don't hurry up, you're going to need new interior. Yes. Right. I was about to whisper in his ear, like, my man, I got to go boo-boo. If you don't want all of this on the back seat of your car, you would need to drive very, very fast. Because it was coming. Oh. And that'd have been a hot, nasty mess. And it was hot. It was hot today. That'd have been a hot ass stink mess in the back of his car. And he gotta clean it up. I ain't cleaning shit. They charge people for cleaning up their cars. And that's a hefty little price tag. I think they charge like what, 50? I think it's like 50 to 150. I don't know. Like, he got me home quick. Yes. Right. Hey everybody, I want to thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your comments. Make sure you check out WLEO 26.7 online radio, worldwide listening entertainment online. You can find us on Instagram at WLEO_267 online radio, or you can find us on Facebook at WLEO 26.7 online radio. Check us out on our website at WLEO267onlineradio.com. You can download the app on Google, and you can download the Apple app from the app. You can download the app on Apple Store. We're everywhere. And like I said, good people, we are looking for presenters. We are looking for shows, and we are looking for mic active DJs. If you have your own equipment, if you don't mind being live and not being pre-recorded, if you have stable and reliable internet connectivity, and you don't mind advertising yourself and the station, then hit me up at WLEO267radio@gmail.com. Thank you for tuning in. It has been great. I appreciate you all. And in closing, I holler at you when I smile at you. Have a great, great work week. Peace.